Tim is a boy. He is 12 years old. He lives in a small town with his parents and his dog. His house is near a park. Tim likes to walk in the park, but he always walks alone. He is a kind and smart boy. But there is one problem. Tim is very shy. At school, Tim sits in the back of the classroom. He does not like to talk in class. When the teacher asks, "Who knows the answer?" Tim looks at his book. He does not raise his hand. He thinks, "What if I am wrong? What if they laugh at me?" These thoughts make Tim very quiet. During break time, other kids play games. They run, jump, and laugh. Tim stands near the wall. He watches them. He wants to play too, but he does not know what to say. He thinks, "Should I say hello? What if they do not want me there?" At lunch, Tim eats his food alone. There are many tables in the lunchroom, but he always sits at the small one in the corner. He looks at the other kids. Some talk about sports. Some talk about their homework. Some just laugh about jokes. Tim listens, but he does not speak. When Tim goes home, he walks slowly. There is a girl who lives near his house. Her name is Nina. She says hello to Tim every day. Tim smiles, but he does not say much. One day, Nina asks, "Why don't you talk much?" Tim says, "I don't know. I feel shy." That night, Tim talks to his mom. He says, "Mom, I want to be brave. I want to speak more, but I don't know how." His mom says, "Tim, everyone feels shy sometimes. You can start small. Say hello. Ask one question. You will get better each day." Tim thinks about it. He looks at his books. He sees a small book with a red cover. It is a story about a boy who learns to be strong. Tim reads it. The boy in the story was shy too. But the boy started to talk more. He made new friends. He did not stop. He kept going. Tim says to himself, "Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I can change. I just need to try." The next day, Tim wakes up early. He looks in the mirror and says, "I will try today. I will smile. I will speak one word." He packs his bag. He goes to school. On the way, he sees the guard at the school gate. The guard says, "Good morning, Tim." Tim stops. He takes a deep breath. He says, "Good morning." The guard smiles. Tim feels a little happy. It is one small step, but it is the start of something new. Tim walks into the classroom. He looks around. There are many students. Some are talking. Some are reading. Tim sits down. He opens his book. He wants to try again. The teacher comes in and says, "Good morning, class." Tim says, "Good morning." It is quiet, but it is a start. The teacher writes a question on the board. She asks, "Who can answer this?" Tim waits. Then he raises his hand. His heart beats fast. He says, "5." The teacher smiles. "Yes, that is correct. Good job, Tim." Tim smiles too. His classmate turns to him and says, "That was cool." Tim says, "Thanks." He feels better now. At lunch, Tim sees a boy sitting at a table. The boy looks new. Tim walks over and says, "Hi, can I sit here?" The boy nods. "Sure, I am Nick." "I am Tim," he replies. They talk about food, school, and games. Tim asks, "Do you like football?" Nick says, "Yes, I do. What team do you like?" Tim says, "I like the Tigers." They laugh. Tim eats and talks. He feels good. He thinks, "This is nice. I can do this." The next day, Tim helps a classmate with math. He says, "Let me show you." He points to the numbers. The classmate says, "Thank you." Tim joins a group game during break. He runs. He laughs. He falls one time, but he stands up and smiles. Every day, Tim tries one new thing. He says hello to the teacher. He asks a question. He helps a friend. He makes small jokes. Some people laugh. Some do not. But Tim keeps going. He writes in his notebook each night. He writes, "What did I try today? What will I try tomorrow?" He writes, "Today I said hello to 3 people." He writes, "Tomorrow I will join the art club." Tim is still shy sometimes, but he does not stop. He keeps moving forward. He knows one thing: trying is the key. After 1 month, Tim feels very different. He is not the same shy boy. Now he walks into school with a smile. He says good morning to his classmates. He waves to the school guard. He talks more in class. He even asks questions like, "What does this word mean?" or "Can you help me understand this?" One day the teacher says, "There will be a school event next week. Who wants to give a short speech?" Tim raises his hand. The class looks at him. Some are surprised. Tim feels nervous, but he says, "I want to try." At home, Tim writes his speech. He reads it many times. He practices in front of the mirror. He asks his mom, "Do I speak too fast?" His mom says, "No, Tim, you sound great. Just be yourself." On the day of the event, many students sit in the hall. There are teachers and parents too. Tim feels his hands shake, but he takes a deep breath. He walks to the stage. He looks at the crowd. Then he says, "Hello, my name is Tim. 1 month ago I was very shy. I did not talk much. I ate lunch alone. I felt afraid, but I wanted to change. I started small. I said hello. I smiled. I tried. And now I stand here in front of all of you." There is silence. Then the students clap. The teachers smile. Tim feels proud. After the event, many students come to talk to him. One girl asks, "How did you do it?" Tim says, "I did not do it all at once. I did one small thing each day." "You can do it too." His teacher walks over and says, "Tim, you are brave. You showed everyone that trying is the first step." Tim learned something very important. Confidence is like a seed. If you take care of it every day, it will grow. It might grow slow, but it will grow strong. Now Tim helps others. He talks to new students. He tells them, "Let's walk together." He knows what it feels like to be shy, and he wants to help. Tim is not perfect. Some days are still hard, but he remembers, "I can do it. I did it before. I will do it again."